control this hill.
Roz is going to find himself to double, just shove the Saints away. He's still hovering around there in that midsection area, just constantly cutting off anybody looking to rotate towards that point. Now, of course, the last 10 seconds or so, Saints going to just opt to go back down south, try to get some control over this center spot, but it's not going to be the case. Harvard left, once again, finding their shots and are going to be able to hop on over right into the center, get started at least, but the Saints are all surrounding them in a very close quarters situation. Sauce and Priestley going to find the best of the Florida State squad as of this moment, able to control it for just a bit longer. But we're going to see some reinforcements right around the corner.
Yeah, it's 100%. And I mean, overall, right now, if you are the Saints, you're playing fairly well. But oh my God, Harvard! I gotta show him some love for that one because you do not see a three-piece to clear out the hell of it, and he is carrying on with his run. Let's stay on Harvard's POV and see what he can continue to do because he's gonna run into some more Saints players here sooner than later as two players make it on their hill. Harvard. Now, oh my God, he has so much intel. He's going to clean up Priestley here now, too. Harvard got himself on a 5-kill streak, and he is playing phenomenal. Let's see if he finds some more here. I mean, like, and he is just popped off there. Completely cleaned up that single part of the... Oh my God. Harvard, he's going to punch Sauce in the face, and that is going to be Sauce now falling to that beatdown. And oh my God, Harvard, he really... I just am having a good time staying on his POV right now. I want to continue to see how he is doing, and you know, ultimately, it's going to be Rose and Exile who find kills there. But Harvard, right here, he's going to spot Priestley. And that's going to be Left that gets that kill. But Harvard definitely with some help. And he's on a 6 streak. And that is absolutely phenomenal stuff there from him. But Sauce, will he be able to get the best of Harvard? Harvard going to spot him. Left can actually clean up that one again. So Left has been taking Harvard's kills here now. But I mean, overall, Harvard going to be there finding Lavelle. Rosen finds one. And the Saints don't really have an answer for Harvard. But Priestley finally able to shut him down.
It only took 7 kills on the side of Harvard, and I mean, he's one of those players on the side of FSU. We've been showing love to Exile, we've been showing love to Lep, we hyped up Rosin, and then, oh yeah, there's Harvard, and like, he's pretty good too. And he just absolutely crushes it, making us call him out for being absolutely awesome. He is eventually going to get taken down here by Lavelle as he does find himself pinched out. But as he's been going absolutely crazy, it's still been a very close game. His kills have not necessarily led to complete control over the Saints. That being said, though, a nice start here for the FSU squad towards his new hard point. Lap Exile and Razan all get themselves on the board, I do believe, to just catch this nice and quick. And now Saints are on the outside looking in once again.
Yeah, and they're going to have a hard time. Like, FSU kind of starting to pull away a little bit here. I know their lead isn't nothing too dramatic. However, they have full control right here, right now, and they've looked very good so far in this raid. Hardpoint just breaking hardpoints and stuff, but just as I say that, Lavelle and Brandon are going to clear out that hill, going to result in the Saints now on this hardpoint, trying to make a little bit of a comeback here. But if you are from the side of FSU, I would just completely rotate, and you see exactly that's what they're doing. Harvard already on the very opposite side of the map, sitting in the back of Garage, getting ready for this rotation to come out. Saints going to be able to tie up the game here, but overall, FSU going to be in the better position as they are already set up and ready for next, where the Saints have very little to no control.
And Saints realize that they're giving up the point a tiny bit earlier as per usual to make their way over. But of course, Harvard ready in the weights. Going to take some heat, but he's going to hang on just by a thread. Saucenato going to find himself the first kill on this new point. Rosin does go down. Harvard, though, answers with one. Does get refragged, however. Sauce coming in clutch here for the Saints squad. Lavelle only one on point now, as Sauce does eventually get taken down by Lep. So how long can he hang on to this? He is going to get pinched out eventually. Tough spot to be in. He gets taken down. And the Saints on the outside looking in, trying to get themselves forward. Brandon still the first line of attack here. And he's going to turn around. He does manage to find Harvard. Nice little peek there, but ends up spinning it around. 1-for-1 opportunity here. Still 2-on-2, actually, rather. As we do see from behind, Lep in Exile. Just going to clean this up nice and quick. And now just... It feels like this point just spawned, but now we're already looking to start conquering that northwestern side.
Yeah, that's going to be basketball court. It's going to be a little difficult here on the Saints as you do see, you know, already spawns in the hands of FSU. Saints going to be, oh, it's a split spawn. Oh my God, look at the mini map.
Oh, this is messy.
Hectic. This is messy. This could go either way. That split spawn going to change things a lot. The Saints, I think, are going to win that split spawn, though. They're in much better positioning here than FSU here now. Saints actually do have spawns. But the one thing that is very concerning, Florida State already at the 250-point marker, which could be very, very concerning for the Saints, now only needing 30 more points to close this one out. St. Clair going to get control of this hard point here now, though. They do still have so many people to deal with. Priestley goes huge there, finds two, but Harvard answers right back and says, not today, Priestley and Sauce. You're going to shut them down. St. Clair, they still have those spawns, but not in a great position, not whatsoever. Left going to get down, but Exile uses his streaks to his advantage. Rosen finds one on there on a Brandon. The hard point stays in the hands of Florida State, and St. Clair has to contest. You know, at Harvard, he's going to let that contest come in, though. So overall, I know they cannot win on this hard point anymore. However, St. Clair has so much work to do, and it's going to be very, very difficult if St. Clair wants to take this one.
Yep, the fire is lit. They have to move, and they have to move now towards the center, but it's not going to be a good start. Lep going to shut them down. Lavelle goes down. There's Exile, and that is going to clean sweep it here. That is going to be Florida State taking the 3-1 total victory here today. A much more decisive hard point compared to game number 1, but it really helps when some of the players when the player who is kind of quiet on your team goes absolutely nuts, making your entire team a massive threat. There's only so much you can do when that situation happens. So beautifully done from Florida State University to clutch it up in 3-1 fashion and make that hard point extremely difficult for the Saints to even really get started on, which is impressive considering it was raid.
Yeah, it was a fairly close game at the first, first set of rotations. The first hills was within 10, 15 points, But near the end, Florida State just heated up and they got the best of the Saints there. They really just shut them down in their tracks. And you got to give props to FSU when it's due, right? I mean, they did a fairly good job there in every single respawn game mode. Even the Search and Destroy came out absolutely swinging. So overall, I mean, it was tough that we weren't able to see the controls. We couldn't really gauge them on that kind of department side of things. But overall, they did very well in hard points, did very well in the Search and Destroys. At least the Saints were able to drop a map on them. So good on the Saints there, but very good on FSU to continue with their positive record through this Acti Blizzard League. And, we weren't really able to get a good look at the standings, but if basing things on CCL, you can only assume that FSU is one of those top tier teams, being in the top 20. So, I mean, overall, if you are from the side of Saints, you can't beat yourself up too much about this. You just got to, fix those mistakes looking forward. And, the one big thing I feel like that does have the Saints down that they will be fixing is their Search and Destroy gameplay, because getting 1v3 should not be something that is happening. And so overall, you might see that, get fixed here a little bit going forward, playing a little bit more decisive now when in those player advantage decisions. But I mean, overall, you got to be happy with how this game went, even if you are from either side. Saints put up a good fight on that, especially on that Apocalypse hardpoint, 250, 246, very close one there. Very exciting to see how things play throughout this whole match. So very excited to have the privilege of casting this, especially alongside my favorite person, Mr. Danners. And yeah, so very excited to see how the future of Saints COD looks moving forward later in this week. And very happy, just being able to come on here and, show this match to you viewers. Yes, we may have had some stream issues, but hopefully we can get those fixed moving forward. And just like to thank all you guys for catching the stream. Quick thank you to our sponsors as well, as we'd not be able to put on this production without them. So thank you to St. Clair College Alumni Association, PC Outlet, Zekelman School of Business and Information Technology, St. Clair College, Tim Hortons, and the St. Clair SRC. Like I said, we will not be able to do this without them. So huge shout out to them to help us put on this production for all you viewers to watch and enjoy. And Danners, what else you got left to say to these viewers?
Well, first off, of course, thank you for bearing with the technical difficulties. Unusual opportunity there, or unusual failure there on the PC side of things made things difficult, but I thank you all for sticking through it. Once again, of course, always a pleasure, and always a pleasure having Jackson on here for the commentary duty. Killing it as usual. Definitely look forward to seeing you later on in this week, because we still got plenty more FPS action, of course, but it's not going to be for a little while, and it's not necessarily going to be Call of Duty, because CCL has finished its regular season, I believe, so they're just in the midst of setting up for their playoff season. But what we do have here, Monday at 7, some Play versus Overwatch. Tuesday at 5, it's not an FPS, but I'm sure I will still see Jackson, of course, as it's Rocket League time, this time for the NECC. Sure. Wednesday, of course, we have our 3 hours of back-to-back Play versus Fortnite Trios Chaos. Absolutely love Wednesdays as well. Then we break into April, as we now then have our Play versus Rocket League, the doubleheader. Might see it then. We'll see what ends up happening. And of course, Rainbow Six Siege on Friday. Team definitely due for a W. Having a couple hard ones as of late. We'll see if they can turn it around on Friday. And still plenty more matches to come. So make sure you follow us here on the Saints Gaming CA Twitch channel for catching all of the matches live, as well as following us on our Saints Gaming CA Twitter to make sure you catch all the results and all the team news. Because especially now that it's getting to the point where we've been looking towards recruiting, obviously, for a while, and a couple players are getting signed. Make sure you kind of get a look at what this new September 2021 squad might end up looking like. So, well,
for sure.
Looking forward to seeing that.
And if you guys are interested in getting some nice Saints jackets or nice Saints apparel, just like the jacket I got on right here, very high quality, looks very nice. We got it all. Jerseys, masks, sweaters, pro jackets. Make sure you get it. They are so comfortable, so nice, very high quality. You can get all of those from Acquire. If you are a fan of St. Clair Saints, it is a must that you guys got some St. Clair apparel. It looks so good, and you're able to rep your favorite team going around. So, you know, if you guys are interested, you can head over there and get some. And, you know, overall, it looks very nice, very comfortable. I know I love mine. I know, Danners, you love yours. And we love to show off our Saints apparel, definitely while we're streaming for you guys here. So one more time before we head out, thank you guys all for tuning in. Would not be able to, you know, put on these productions, to put on these type of shows without, you know, the viewers. You guys are our main audience here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Deprive or Jackson Brown, joined alongside Dan Banner or Mr. Danners. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.